I'm Blanca.
I'm Karis.
And this is Killer Combos. I don't know what to do. I don't know why I keep doing this. Oh my God.
Should I be doing it too?
So, this is a new channel.
So, we met at our job and we kind of bonded over true crime. We started listening to My Favorite Murder podcast together.
You turned me on to that.
Yeah.
And I love it. So
I love Georgia. I love Karen. So we ended up binging it all the time, and Blanca had this great idea to start this YouTube channel and kind of make it our own thing. You know, like we're inspired by all kinds of like TV, documentaries, podcasts about true crime and cults, and just kind of different. Would it be like true crime culture, you know?
Mm-hmm. And just kind of bring out, tell you stories and laugh about it in a way, but not...
Yeah.
Not with disrespect, just... I don't know how to explain it.
It's not quite a comedy channel, because we're not that funny.
We think we are, but...
We think we're pretty funny, but yeah, we're just kind of...
Maybe we are too. I don't know, but we think we're funny, so that's what matters.
Yeah, I think you're really funny.
Thank you.
So we're just gonna try this out, see how it goes, see if anyone
subscribes.
Subscribe.
If you like true crime, if you want to hear stories, we'd love to hear your feedback in the comments, of course, and if you want to correct us, feel free.
Oh yeah, and sorry ahead of time, of course, for just completely wrong information. Pronunciation.
Oh my God, that's gonna be bad. Let me just tell you that I will butcher every word out there.
Yeah, looking into crimes in other countries, it's not cute, and we're sorry.
Other than that, you want to get started?
Yes.
You want to go first?
How do we decide?
I don't know.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna start with the story.
Okay.
Alright, so picture yourself. Oh, first I wanted to tell you that this murder actually took place 86 years ago today.
Oh!
Tonight.
That's scary!
Yeah! Well, it was in the afternoon. It was an afternoon murder.
It's still scary. It's the same day.
Yes.
That's freaking creepy.
Alright, so we're going to Limo, France.
Okay.
February 2nd, 1933. Okay, so there's this guy, Monsieur Lancelin. I'm sure that's really a good way to say it. So he was supposed to meet his wife, Madame Leonie, and daughter Genevieve at a friend's house for dinner. Once he gets to the house, his family's not there. So him and his stepson go to his house and find the doors are bolted from the inside. So he's like, oh shit, you know, like something's wrong.
Wait, what house is this?
To his house.
To his house, okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So him, his wife, and his daughter were supposed to meet at a friend's house. They weren't there. So we went back to his house to see where they were. So the doors are bolted from the inside, so they think someone
is there. So
they go to the, what's that thing called? To the police.
Oh.
They go to the police station. Maybe I do need my
people
notes.
that help?
You know, what's that fucking thing? It's the wine. So they go to the police station and they bring an officer back with them. The officer is able to climb over this garden wall and make it inside the house. But once he's inside the house, they find his wife and his daughter dead. So his wife, Madame Leonie, and Genevieve. So he finds them and their bodies had been bludgeoned and stabbed so badly that they're unrecognizable. Near their bodies were their gouged out eyes. Madame Leonie's her eyes were in the fold of her scarf, and Genevieve's, one was under her body and another nearby by the stairs. So their fucking eyes are gone. So then they remember that from the outside, all the lights had been off except for one candle up in the maid's room. So they remember the maids were there. So they're going through the house, searching every room, and, you know, their search ends at the maid's room. They try to open the door, and the door is locked. So then they have to, I don't know, phone a locksmith, or it's 1933, what do? They get on their horse and go get a locksmith. No, just kidding, they had cars. So they call the locksmith.
Yeah.
He gets there, he's able to open the door, and inside, where they suspect they're going to see these two dead maids, or, you know, the intruder, they do find the maids lying in bed, naked, holding hands, with the hammer covered in blood and hair next to them.
Or was this some sort of witchcraft?
They're alive. They're alive. They're the ones that did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're sickos. No. So they're sisters, right?
Okay.
So what happened was...
Wait, they're naked, sitting there?
Yeah, just being creepy, like, hello.
Wait, what the fuck? Why did they do it?
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happened. So I guess... I'm not really sure. It sounds like maybe the...
It's like witchcraft to me.
Really? Why?
I don't know, like,
Are
the whole
witches?
blood. Well, I don't know, that makes me think of witches. Like, you're... What is it with witches and getting naked with the blood and all that, right? Like,
You just plucking eyes out, getting fucking naked.
plucking fucking eyes out.
You know, bloody and shit. Okay, no. So I guess what they say is that Madame Leone was kind of like harsh or strict. I don't know if that's true or anything, but I guess what happened was the girls, the maids, they plugged in like an iron, and it shorted something, so all the lights in the house went off.
Oh, okay.
So then Madame Leone and Genevieve come home to all the lights out, and they're like, what the fuck? And so the mother just goes into a rage and starts like pushing and beating the maids. So when this happens, the two sisters, I probably should have said their name. There's Christine and what's her name? Leia Papin. So Christine, she's the more dominant one. Leia's just kind of follows her lead with everything they have since they grew up. And so Christine starts pushing her back and then rips out the mother's eyes, and at the same time instructs Leia, the sister, to do the same to the daughter. So she does that, and while the other one's, you know, plucking eyes out of that one, Christine runs downstairs, grabs a knife and a hammer, and I think like a, what are those things called? Like a vase? Like a...
Yeah, like a
copper?
glass vase or what?
No, like a pewter vase. So like a big, heavy, like metally copper thing.
Okay.
Grabs all that, grabs her fucking supplies, goes back upstairs, and they're just like beating and slashing, like huge slashes. And so they're dead already, and then they continue...
Just to hurt them and mutilate them?
Yeah, so by this time they're just mutilating their corpses. They're doing big slices all across their thighs and their butts.
But why? What was the reason? How long had they been their maids? Does it say?
Here's the thing about that. I don't know, because I stopped reading. I was like, this is good enough. So I don't know how long they were their maids, but...
Yeah, because that's crazy. Why would you all of a sudden just decide, I'm going to kill them today? Just because.
Well, that's kind of what they said. They don't know if it was like trauma, like the girls had been traumatized and like in foster care growing up, and there were things...
The maids?
The maids, And then they were kind of saying there was abuse within the house that they were working. Like it'd be common.
So from them?
It would be common.
Okay, so
for
it was kind of like
to...
more like payback. Like, you know what? Screw you, yes. I can kill you.
Because once they made it to the room, the officers, when they found them naked, holding hands in bed, being weird, they immediately confessed, but said it was in self-defense. They're like, yeah, we killed them, but, you know. No, you don't fucking mutilate a body and then say, I was self-defending myself. I know. But
hell no.
So, yeah, that's what happened.
So then what happened? They didn't go to jail?
There was a trial, and part of the defense was there was something called folie à deux, I think, and it was like a monster of two. They were trying to say, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a condition where the sisters shared a psychosis. So it's, I guess, like Christine was kind of like the brains of it. I don't know. They were very
One followed, one was a mastermind.
For sure, yeah.
They better have gone to jail or I'm mad.
Okay. Well, Christine, she was tried as more of an accomplice.
Okay.
And she ended up serving 8 out of 10 years that she was prosecuted for. She got out for good behavior. And then Christine didn't have it as easily. She was first, what's it called?
Don't worry.
Sentenced! She was sentenced! Okay, so Christine was then sentenced to death, actually, by the guillotine.
Mm-hmm.
But then they changed it to
What's
life
a
in
guillotine?
prison. Guillotine is like, it's like a long, narrow thing, and there's usually a hole for your head. You put your head through
Oh, okay,
and
okay,
you
okay.
just drop it, like
Yeah.
with a rope or something. So it's 1933.
Yeah,
so,
that's what they do, right? Cut people's heads off.
That's a very witchy thing to do, too.
Ooh.
See? You're right. No. Okay, but then they changed it to just life in prison. But during that time, she was just so unable to live without her sister. They ended up putting her in a straitjacket, and she did something crazy.
She just
What
went
did she
crazy?
do? Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so the mastermind was what? Put in jail for life?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one was...
served 8 out of her 10 years that she was sentenced.
Oh. So then she went back out.
Mm-hmm. So then Christine ended up, she couldn't live without her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So Leah was sentenced to 10 years. She served 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christine, after going from the death sentence to life in prison, she ended up dying of cachexia, I think. Cachexia.
What is that?
She pretty much just wasted away. She refused to eat.
Oh, that's just from not eating?
Yeah.
Cachexia? Cachexia? What?
I think it's cachexia. I might see. This is one of those things.
It's okay. I don't even know. I didn't even know the word, so it's fine.
So she ended up dying, and by then she was 32 years old. I don't remember how old they were when the murders happened.
Mm-hmm.
But she was 32 when she died of that. And then Leah, after serving her 8 years, she ended up getting out, living with her mother. See, I should have done the background story to see what that relationship was like, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up living with her mother, working. They don't really know when she died. Some people say she died when she was younger, but then there's this French film director that was going to do a movie about their lives, and he claims that he found Leah in a hospice as late as year 2000.
Wow.
But they weren't able to speak to that woman because she had a stroke and...
just couldn't talk?
Yeah, she was partially paralyzed and couldn't speak, so they don't know for sure if that was her or not.
Oh, they just thought it was her.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, he claimed it was her, but they don't really know.
So she didn't do any other crimes that you know of?
No, and I don't think she would without her sister.
Yeah.
You know?
That's scary.
That is scary.
And sad.
It is really sad. So I couldn't really find any information on the victims themselves, their photos. I did find a photo of the mother and daughter, but not the father.
What do they look like?
Here. So this is so
Are
scary.
those the sisters?
These are the sisters.
Yes. They look like killers.
So that's Leah and Christine.
Ugh, I don't like it. Look at their hair.
Look at their hair. What? It's France, 1933.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they look... Maybe just because of what you told me.
Oh, so this is who they think she is in the hospice, this old woman, if this comes up. Yes, but we're going to have to put some kind of disclaimer on, gruesome photos, because I usually don't like looking at them, and it was kind of a real bummer. So this is the only one I found, but...
I can't tell what's what.
It's loading. You can't see their faces. They're covered in blood. Well,
what am I looking at? It just looks like a bunch of clothes or something.
That's all you can see is just clothes and blood.
Oh my god.
Alright, so there's that. That's Christine.
The mastermind?
The mastermind. This is the funeral for the
unibrow.
victims.
Just makes her a murderer.
That's the story.
Okay.
That's the story of Christine and Leah Papin.
So you did it based on the victims and the killer.
How I chose today?
Yeah.
I chose today because it happened today.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make it sound like, I don't want to praise killers.
I know.
And because, the victims need to be talked about too, but I'm just talking about a stupid killer.
I totally agree, and that's why I tried to find photos, and then I I kind of half-assed this, of course, but I did try to look for information on the family and I couldn't. So we need to figure out a way.
Sorry.
Oh my
Cat
gosh,
in
there's
the
a little
room.
kitty cat.
It sucks being more like
no.
murderer-based and not acknowledging the victims. We will address that in future episodes. We gotta figure it out. We're still working on
This is our first episode, okay?
Yeah.
I'm looking at my cat's ass.
Ew, just her
I'm
straight
just
asshole.
staring at it. I'm like,
Ew, me too. I was like,
sick. Yummy, stop being mean. My turn?
your turn.
Alright, so this is a story about a nanny. Cut! Okay, so mine's about a story about a lady named Sarah Maria Aldrete. Can I just say it the way I will say it? Because it's Spanish.
Just say it. Yeah.
Okay, so the
That
way
was
you
cute.
say it in Spanish, it's Sara Maria Aldrete. Aldrete.
I would have said Aldrete.
Aldrete. Sarah
Ooh, that's
Maria
so cute.
Aldrete.
Oh no, just say it your way.
Sara Maria Aldrete. Okay, so she is serial killer, occultist, and a drug dealer. So the date of the murders happened between 1987 and 1989, year I was born.
Year I was born.
87?
Mhm.
Ah! It's so scary! Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Okay. Victims. Men.
Perfect.
I just stabbed the shit out of me! Ow! Oh my god, that hurts so bad. Sorry, Abby.
Every take, I'm just getting drunker and drunker. We're like,
And I'm not even drunk, so I have no
I know.
excuse. I just scream, that's it. I like to scream. So victims are men, competing drug dealers, family members of drug dealers, and cult members. So Sarah, born September 6, 1964 in Matamoros, Tamaulipas. That's a state that, if you don't know it, it borders Texas, over by the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
Okay, and she is a multiple murderer known as La Madrina. She attended high school in Brownsville, Texas. While still living in south of the border, she gained resident alien status, so she could attend Texas Southwest College. I don't know if you know this, but if you are not a legal resident, you can't go to college. You have to have a social security
Okay.
to go.
Yeah.
So that's what that means. Like I had cousins that they lived here and they can go to school, you know, like elementary through high school. But if you want to go to college or university, or I think it's university, you can't unless you have a social.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I guess a little fact.
Yeah. And then there's dreamers now.
Yeah, I have one of my cousins is a dreamer.
Cool.
So she was known among her peers as a good student. She is 6'1".
Oh, she's
6'1". She's tall.
That's cool.
And she studied physical education, preparing to transfer to a university to earn a physical education teaching certificate. Adolfo Constanzo, he's known as El Padrino, Spanish for the Godfather. A Cuban-American fortune teller and religious cult leader, introduced her into witchcraft and dark magic. He gave her the nickname of La Madrina, Spanish for godmother, and he initiated her into his cult. Hello! We're trying. Oh my god, get out!
No, she's not that bad.
She's bad!
No. Oh, she's being fucking so bad.
She's big.
Yummy!
Initiated her into his cult, which was a word I can't pronounce. Conglomeration. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Conglomeration of Santeria, Aztec warrior ritual, and Palo Mayombe.
I don't know.
I don't know how you say that. I'm gonna say that that's how you say it. Complete with blood sacrifices. Constanzo sexually assaulted and killed drug dealers and used their body parts for religious sacrifice ceremonies in an old warehouse near Matamoros, Mexico. Many of his victim body parts were cooked in a large pot called a nanga. I think that's how you say it. It's N-G-A-N-G-A. Nanga.
I guess
Right?
so. Yeah.
Okay, Constanzo made Sarah Aldrete second in command of his cult, and directed her to supervise his followers, which he was out shipping marijuana over the border into the U.S. In 1989, the killings grew more frequent and gained attention.
Wait, I feel like I missed something. How is he kidnapping these people so he could put them in a pot?
He has a cult. They just grab them.
They just get them and then...
They don't say, like, how. They just... People freaking disappearing.
No. Any particular people that you look for?
At first they said it was, competing drug dealers. So they were getting them to kill them. But then it doesn't make sense because they start just grabbing innocent people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'll clear that up.
Okay.
Alright, so in 1989 the killings grew more frequent and gained attention when affluent American tourist Mark J. Kilroy, a University of Texas pre-med student. And Yummy! Can you please?
Hi, Yummy.
A University of Texas pre-med student on spring break was abducted. Constanzo Aldrete and the rest of the cult went on the run. When detectives discovered their shrine, they found human brains, human hair, teeth, and skulls at the site of the murders.
Oh, teeth are always so sick.
Sick. Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Okay. So, I'm going to go back to that, but... So this is said by the mom of Mark Kilroy. She says, I think the suspects must have been possessed by the devil. That would be the only explanation for such bizarres. Mark had been spending time over the Mexican-American border during spring break, and then he suddenly disappeared. Missing for weeks, Kilroy's parents turned up the heat on the Mexican government, causing an all-out search for the missing boy. Eventually, he was found murdered along with another grisly discovery. The investigation into the disappearance of Kilroy had accidentally led authorities to a graveyard of people who were all recently missing as well. The bodies of dozens of people
Dozens?
Yes.
That's what I was waiting for. Like, how many?
Like,
they're going after...
A shit ton. So, dozens of bodies of people who were found mutilated and sacrificed in occult rituals used for blessings over drug manufacturing. Carlos Tapia, chief of deputy of Cameron County, Texas, remembers his shocking investigation, and he stated, I thought in my 22 years of law enforcement I'd seen everything. I hadn't. As we drew near, we could smell the stench of the blood and decomposing organs.
No.
In a big cast iron pot.
Shut up! I knew it was coming back to that fucking pot! That's so sick.
Disgusting! Oh my god. Oh.
So they weren't even cooking them? Because if it's like in the pot...
They were like cooking them. But they weren't eating them.
Why cook them then?
Well, hold on.
Ew.
Okay, so in a big cast iron pot, there were pieces of human bodies and a goat's head with horns. Oh, that's all devil shit right there, right? That's literally what I thought when I was first reading in this.
That is devil shit. Ew, that goat's head. Okay.
With horns.
Ew.
Okay.
Look at Yummy, she's terrified.
Authorities also discovered an assortment of voodoo paraphernalia, a blood-splattered altar of sacrificed cheap rum, human body parts, animal bones, chicken, and goat heads, as well as the witch's, I can't say this one, cauldron?
Mm-hmm.
Cauldron?
Yeah, like a...
Okay, I can say it. A witch's pot.
Yeah.
I told Jarod, can I just say witch's pot? He's like, no. Cauldron says it's way better. I'm like, okay, cauldron. Can I say it? Is that right?
Cauldron.
Mm-hmm. All right. Filled with the foul mixture of blood and flesh. The human sacrifices offered to Satan were people who were abducted off of the streets, locals and otherwise. Tapia shed some light on those who performed homage.
Mm-hmm.
Homage?
Yeah.
I keep pronouncing the H. Performed homage by human sacrifice to their god. In their wicked, distorted minds, there was no seriousness. they thought they had performed some kind of heroic, oh my gosh. They thought they had performed some kind of heroic deed for the devil. They believed that by sacrificing innocent beings, their loads of marijuana would have an invisible shield of protection from law enforcement officers.
They did this for their weed? Give me a fucking break. No, they didn't. That's so stupid. They're stupid.
They're so stupid.
Shut the fuck up.
I know. That's crazy. They were moving an average of 1,000 pounds a week across the border. So what led to gruesome mass sacrifice of so many people in Matamoros? The motivations of the deranged killers sprouted not only from the Crowley-like Santeria. Crowley is a known occultist. Jarod knows him. Do you know him?
Crowley?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know him. Oh! I need to get it together. I'll get there, okay?
I told Jarod you can't know everything.
You guys know it all. Alright, so, but also the big screens of Crowley-like Hollywood. Constanzo was known for giving psychic readings to many musicians and famous Hollywood celebrities. But aside from all this, the greatest factor that most influenced him was a movie called The Believers. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay. So the film was actually a major contributor for inspiring Constanzo and his cronies. Is that how you say it? Cronies? Cronies? C-R-O-N-I-E-S?
I would say cronies.
Cronies? Okay. Let's see. So for inspiring Constanzo and his cronies to recreate what they viewed. In 1987, The Believers, starring Martin Sheen and Jimmy Smits. The film was about a New York City cult that sacrificed children to gain money and power, and clearly bases much of ritualism of Santeria. According to the confessions of the accused, their distinct style of religion had been based on the supernatural movie. Occult researcher Carl Raschke confirms. He said it's not surprising at all that Constanzo and Sarah were infatuated with the movie The Believers. The magical practitioners in the movie are portrayed and inseparable and almost all-knowing. Then I googled what Santeria is because I didn't know. My cat's butt here again. So, do you know what Santeria is?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. You don't know this one. Okay. Well, Santeria is a pantheistic.
Oh.
It's a pantheistic Afro-Cuban religious cult developed from the beliefs and customs of the Yoruba people and incorporating some elements of the Catholic religion. And then pantheistic means the reality is identical with divinity. It just means like gods exist in everything. Like rocks have gods, trees have gods, everything has a god everywhere. Okay. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what that is. I think I just need to go back to this. Alright, do you have any questions so far?
No. How many people were in this cult? I guess it...
It doesn't say. They had a lot of people though. It just says a lot of people. I don't know.
Like hundreds?
I wouldn't think it was hundreds because it says, so like in the end, my wrap up is eventually the police found their hideout in Mexico City on May 6, 1989. After a shootout, Constanzo and one of his accomplices were shot and killed by another member of the cult, apparently at Constanzo's behest. Aldrete, Sarah, was convicted of criminal association in 1990 and jailed for 6 years. In a second trial, she was convicted of several of the killings at the cult headquarters and sentenced to 30 years in prison. If Sarah is ever released from prison, then American authorities plan to prosecute her for the murder of Mark Kilroy. Yeah. And
wow, those were the only two that were prosecuted for all those murders?
Mm-hmm. I mean, according to Wikipedia.
Oh my god, Wikipedia.
And Murderpedia.
How many of those bodies did they identify?
It doesn't say.
Fuck.
Mm-mm. It was just really, they focused in on Mark. He apparently was somebody that people knew that he had connections. Like his dad was, not his dad, like his uncle was, he had to do something with the law, like people, like, you know, they had connections.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that when it really raised flags about what was going on. And then some people say that Sarah had split personality. She was psycho.
That's it.
That's it. That's my story.
Oh my gosh, that was a goodie.
You like it?
I do like it.
Yeah, there's so many versions, but I feel like this was the small one. And then I just got a little bit of pieces from other spots.
Where did you mostly get your info? Was it Murderpedia?
This is all Murderpedia.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Murderpedia.
Mm-hmm.
I will donate someday. Yeah, but apparently, like it says, method of murder. Well, did I show you? This is what she looks like.
Oh, that's Sarah.
That's Sarah. Shooting and stabbing with the machete. And Jared's like, how can you stab with a machete? You just...
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah, you just... Right?
She's sick.
Yeah. You would... I mean, no, she looks like a bitch. Can you see it?
No, she looks nice.
No!
She looks alright.
She looks like
she
a bitch.
looks like... You can't tell. She just looks like anyone.
How psycho, though. How stupid. I mean, it's all witchcraft, devil shit. That's probably why, you know, they believed in all that. Killing people, using their organs.
Did they really believe in it, though, or were they just trying to save that weed?
I don't know. It's just crazy.
It's so sick that they were just in that pot.
I
All
know.
their body parts.
So sad. Like, what the hell?
This is a bummer.
I'm sorry. That's my story, though.
That's our stories.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's a little bit of what we're going to be doing every episode. And so far, I think we're going to do it twice a month.
Something like that, yeah.
Twice a month.
Twice a month.
And yeah. So that's the end of this video. Or are we going to call them episodes? Should we do like seasons? Because you could do that on YouTube. Season 1.
How would we distinguish different seasons?
We'll call them. I don't know. Make up a name. Season 1. Called this. Oh gosh, my eye's switching.
You should zoom in on it.
My twitchy guy.
Thanks for watching. Maybe episodes.
So not a season. So just, it'll be a long ass thing.
We're like, welcome to episode 73. Yeah.
I'm so wrinkly.
I'm so fucking old.
But we're still doing it.
I'm still fucking here. Yeah, so maybe...
Episodes. Alright, we'll think about it. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh
Hopefully.
my gosh. But if we have seasons, we could have finales.
Yeah.
What could we do on finales?
Crazy shit. Oh my god, that could be when we go to the place.
Okay. Here, Yummy fucking hates us.
Yeah, she's like, can you stop yelling? I'm trying to sleep here.
Shut the fuck up. So far, this is just the pilot.
Okay, so this is pilot, and we hope you enjoyed, because we're having so much fun, and hopefully you like it, and we'll subscribe.
Yeah, we'll get better, or not. I'm not sure. We'll try.
We'll try to make it okay, but
Yeah.
did we shout out? Did we shout them out?
Who?
Karen and Georgia.
We did in the beginning. Karen and Georgia, and who else? We have like so many.
You have so many. Mine are basically just them.
Shut the fuck up.
I
Oh my god. Okay.
Seriously, ever since I started hearing that podcast, I'm like, I want to do this.
No, I mean, oh yeah, we're just shouting out all the people that inspired us to do this channel, all the movies, shows, documentaries, books, podcasts. In addition to, we mentioned My Favorite Murder earlier. There's also like Criminal, Serial, S-Town, some of the new documentaries out right now, like Keepers, The Staircase.
I haven't seen The Keepers. Is that good?
It is really good.
Yeah. I need to check it out.
What else? The new Ted Bundy, Conversations with a Killer.
Mm-hmm. He's so good at manipulating. I'm just listening to the way he talks, and I'm like, this guy didn't kill anybody. You
just
guys,
convinced all over again.
You guys, just let him go.
Yeah, he's a sicko.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of Bundy, Anne Rule, all those books, and Cold Blood, The Stranger Beside Me. It's a book written by Anne Rule, and she has like a connection with Ted Bundy.
Ooh.
You should watch it, or read it. It's good.
The Stranger Beside Me?
Yeah.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, and just like endless things that I'm sure you guys are super into if somehow you found this channel.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Any comments are appreciated. No, I don't want to say that because I don't really mean it.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah, just feel free to comment if you want. It's fine. Definitely thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. That would mean so much to us. Subscribe, of course, and share it with your fellow true crime fans. Mm-hmm. We'd love to have you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
That should be our thing.
This cannot be our thing. They're like, the fucking girls that fucking do just shimmy to the ending. Hell no. We're like, anyways.
Goodbye. Goodbye. This is what I do when I'm nervous.
Ew, we're just nervous wrecks. We're like, see ya, subscribe, please. Please.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.